So war is still happening in our world, and it's the silliest thing. Um, it's just ridiculous, and for some reason, it hasn't been outlawed yet, um, and it doesn't make sense. So I'm about to go on an intellectual rant about it. So if you want to hear more about that, go ahead, like and subscribe, and follow the channel for more while we're going on intellectual rants about a lot of things because this world is messed up and we need to fix it. So why does war still happen? I mean, let's really unpack that. The world could have had a global agreement to stop wars like a good century ago. Like we've had a modern technology and advancement to know objectively who starts wars, who attacks who, and how to end it. Um, so before anyone says anything, I'm fully aware that the United Nations has a pact, or they have a legal agreement to where none of the countries should go to war with each other. The problem with that is, of course, there are veto powers that certain nations have. I believe it's the USA, Russia, and China, if I remember correctly. But somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But there's veto powers to where you can have um, the entire United Nations agree, and just one country says no, and everything falls apart. So that is the weakest, most no action thing I've ever heard. But just on principle, right? Let's just think about this in principalities. How have we not banned war yet? We've essentially allowed old men to say war is good. Let it continue. I don't I don't understand as a society how we haven't managed to get past that yet. I mean, the agreement could be very simple. Once any country starts any war action, which could be defined however you want to define it, and once any country does any war action against any other country, they're economically sanctioned for the next century. Literally make it to where for the next 100 years they're economically sanctioned in every single way. I guarantee you, if every country committed to that globally, nobody's going to war at all because it would disrupt their entire economy and they would end their country for the rest of. And this would actually give other countries time to breathe, time to grow, time to make themselves who they're supposed to be instead of getting bombed left and right. This just doesn't make any sense. I mean, war as a concept is highly destructive. It doesn't make moral sense. It doesn't make economic sense, and it doesn't make philosophical sense. Okay, so it just doesn't make sense in any fashion, and we're literally allowing old men to say, "Hey, I have a problem with this other old guy. That is why we're going to war." People are dying, and it's just beyond me that the world hasn't come to a global resolution that these wars should never happen again, and actually enforce it instead of being a farce like the United Nations. Like, I don't understand it. We know who attacks who. We have technology. You know what I mean? It's not like we're living in an era where we can't prove facts. Facts are objective. Once you bring them to a global forum and you say, okay, this person attacked this person, or this country attacked this country, you sanction them. It doesn't matter what country it is. It could be the USA, it could be Russia, it could be China, it could be anybody. It doesn't matter. You just literally economic sanction them, and everybody comes together and economically sanctions all of them every single time they step out on, and you do it and you make it severe. You do it for the next 100 years. I guarantee you would have a revolution within the country that whichever started war in minutes, because people need the economy to survive in order to function. So if you cripple a country's economy for the rest of for an entire century just for going to war off of something the citizens didn't approve, I guarantee you that eternal government would no longer be there. So the fact that we still have war bothers me. If somebody has a better solution, or if somebody can, I mean, there's no way you can possibly explain to me that war is justifiable. But if you want to go ahead and try, you can, hit me up in the comment sections. But I just had to get this little rant out the way, and I just don't understand why we still allow wars. It's incredible. It's truly incredible that as a country you can go to war in 2026, and there's no drastic response as far as economically goes to respond to it. It should be a global thing. I mean, this would protect every single country involved as well. Every single country would be protected by this. So if you ever got attacked, you know for a fact that country that attacked you is now going to be sanctioned and won't be able to survive. Very simple stuff. This protects everybody. So the reason we're still going to war is because we're pleasing old men with ideas, and that has to stop. We've got to stop doing that. Like and subscribe for more. I'm out.